Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. Badger Lord Patrick here, as always. And happy feast of Pope St. John the 23rd to y'all, or St. Wilfrid, if you prefer. And for those of you who are more interested in games, well, we are going to get to that. And we are, as customarily, going to begin with Age of Empires 2. And then after that, I have been, I've been kind of on a RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 kick. And I have also been playing Stonehearth as well. I made significant progress with that village that I began with the Ascendancy. After having my guys die very painfully, I managed to get some really good warriors and finally a cleric. So I am really happy about that, and maybe we'll do that, but I think I'll also mess around in RollerCoaster Tycoon 2 a bit tonight. But, well, we will begin, as we normally begin, and that will be beginning at the beginning, with Age of Empires 2 HD Edition. I don't know how to keep my mic from cutting out, but if it does, it does. Oh well, you'll still have the gameplay to look forward to. Anyway, onwards. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Now let's go in and kill it! Good for you, bro. I'm glad you do that. Aren't we all glad? Give him a good clap. Anyway. Arena? Arena is a closed map. That might actually not be bad. For Goths. Mind you, depending on what else is out there, it might also not turn out all that well. Spanish is also an interesting choice. Very good for anti-personnel stuff, that. But Goths would be good because of their very, very cheap pikemen, counter trash, and their fairly standard skirmishers and all that. I think this could be a good game. If we get some people in. Okay, so. Not much going on in the world today. At least nothing I can think of. Lots of bishops are throwing letters around. And just making the world more confusing. But, for anyone who thought that the Church of John Paul II was the church as it should always be, well, you're not wrong, but it's 2,000 years of chaos. Anyone who's scandalized by it is rightly so, but at the same time, not rightly so. You've got to go with the ebb and flow of things. After all, whether you're a communist or a capitalist or a Democrat or a Republican, Labour or Tory, Republican or Unionist, or whatever part of the political spectrum you may be on, you are still affected by original sin. At very least, you tend to choose the wrong thing. Which is all original sin really means. Thus permitting, not Malcolm McDowell, someone, I don't suppose it really matters who you quote, but the truth is, original sin really is the only dogma of the Catholic faith you can prove by looking through a daily newspaper. Anyway, down to strategy. If we're going to do arena, that means that I don't suffer from the Goths' usual penalties of not being able to build strong fortifications. That also means that I cannot be rushed. That also means I can focus on building my economy and my ridiculous infantry spam. I should go for a God's Imperial Age flood. That should be my goal, I think. Just gonna shut my Bluetooth speaker off here, connected to my phone, which incidentally is also my restream. It's my console for receiving restream messages. Okay, Goths versus Mongols. Mongols, of course, have really terrible infantry, but they've got Mangadai. Okay, so I should keep that in mind. My Huskars can take care of those. Pikemen, too. And they'll have really, really fast Rams, Mangonels, and Scorpions, so I should also prepare cavalry. My cavalry will be missing the last armor upgrade, which is somewhat significant, but if what they're primarily facing is going to be light cavalry, Mangadai, and fast siege, that won't be a problem. Yeah, counter the cavalry with pikemen and huskars. Pikemen for the light cav, pikemen and huskars for the Mangadai, and the siege can be taken care of with those same units, as well as heavy cavalry. So, barracks and stable with a focus on huskars, pikemen, and heavy cavalry. I think that's the winning combination. Also, what about siege? Well, I'm not going to need it because my infantry have +1 building attack, which is enough. Okay, Yanni Yogi, whatever you say. Do you run the wet noodle, perchance, friend? No, I'm not your daughter, Meg. And I don't have a can of beef stew for you. Sorry. But, if Mongols are against me, I could do this. Now, if it's Mayans, I can also do this because the Mayans can't get at me through the walls. What about Aztecs? From what I understand, Aztecs are pretty even money. Mind you, being able to hide behind walls and therefore not being subject to a rush or a flush or a drush, an archer rush or a 3 militia drush, means I have much better survivability before something like the Aztecs. Huns? Oh, just survive till Imperial Age. All they've got is cavalry and trash. And really cheap archers and accurate trebuchets. You might like play... I hope he gets the reference, or if he doesn't, I hope he chooses to someday. So I just need one more fella. I don't know why he's keeping P3, probably just because we want people. I really shouldn't be worried about him anyway. I guess only noobs pick what civilization they're gonna do. Okay. Well, I've already picked myself out as a noob before, so that's hardly unusual.
Start the game already!
I say we go. And separate 3 and 6. Or not. Whatever. So it looks like me, yeah, looks pretty even. Okay. So if he's Turks... Okay. One of you go down there. Okay. No, I don't mean attack them. Thank you. Okay. Gonna mark him off. And everything's going fairly quietly, which is good. Excellent, excellent. This is beginning very well. Okay. Except that you're idle, and that will not do. Alright. So I'm down here in the corner. So I'm probably going to be a prime target if the enemy is worth their weight. Is worth their salt, which is dubious, given our ratings, but... nevertheless, I should plan accordingly. Thankfully, Lumbercamp territory is just down there, so I really should not worry too much, at least as far as initial resources go. Although, what the hell is this wall? Well, that isn't the thinnest piece of crap I've ever seen. Oh, for pity's sakes. My wall's bugged. Alright, no, that's a mining camp, friend. There you go. That's more like it. What's worse, it's my forward wall, no less. Okay, I've got to find my other sheep. I don't know that they're in the middle of my base. They say ignorance is bliss. I don't think so in this case. So, let's go for a look. After all, that lumber camp isn't ready yet. Okay, now it is. Okay. So this is the back of my base. I don't know that I can get to it over there, so I'm not going to... Wait a minute, did I find my sheep? Good. I found a sheep. Alright. Into the gates with you. Alright. Gonna bring back a boar. Alright. Okay. And they've got nothing better to do, which is good. Let's build another house. Okay. Ah, no! Ah, she's gonna die. Me. Well, that's... that was me not paying attention. Not duly enough. Okay. We must find our other sheep here. I cannot afford to waste... I cannot afford to waste the opportunity that I've got. Unfortunately, it looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen here, because I have not found that other... Well, isn't that useless? I'll just trash that. Okay, there are my deer. That's good. Yes, deer. Alright. Back at it. Where's my other boar? I don't know, but there's some deer up there, so I might just go for those. Hopefully he's not thinking of trying to get some easy pick-offs on my base. That would be most unfortunate.
Ja.
Alright, well,
Jäger.
that's the first boar. So, gonna have to... Oh, and he's been standing there all this time. Feck me. Oh, there's the other boar. Okay, good. Let's go get him then. No need to be boorish about this. Eh? Eh?
Jäger.
So he's deep back there.
Jäger.
Okay, good. And I found my other sheep, which is excellent. Excellent. What are you idling about? Put him on the farm. Her. And, okay, looks like he's done there. Good. So I found all of my food. Wonderful. I'm still behind because I lost a vill, but we will balance this discrepancy soon enough. Okay, guys. Sheep time. Okay, except you. I want you to build a camp over here. Good, it's nice and far back. That is an excellent, excellent spot for a mining camp. Far out of harm's way. Gonna clear this out too. That might be a mistake. I might want that area actually. Well, no use crying about it now. Okay, so I've got 23 population. Okay, DVS is up. Probably very useful, I'm sure, the way he's gone on. Okay. That's the end of that boar, though. Now to pick off sheep. I mean, deer. Okay, yep. Finish off those sheep there, and then we'll go to the next stage. 5 on wood, 3 on gold. 2 over there in the old sheepfold. Old doing what sheep like to do. Doing what a sheep just do. Okay, and Green might have seen my villagers over there, so I might need to withdraw them if I see any archers come. This is... okay, come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now we're up. Alright, so I don't need that many on that, but... we can share DVS. We can share. There's no reason not to share. Wait a minute, am I on the same team as DVS? Oh, crap. Oh, for pity's sakes. DVS, of course, is that noob. Actually, because of this very simple weakness in my wall, I'd probably better build some houses over there. Don't you think? Also, because of the inherent weakness in what I'm trying to do here, I think I'll send only one team of hunters out for further deer. Alright, I'm up. Rushing would be foolhardy, of course. So instead, well, I can't really do a rush here, but I can do my best. Wow, okay. No, you can have that, bud. That's worth fighting over. Any other food sources out there in the track? I don't see any. But green is a next-door neighbor, which concerns me greatly. And surely you understand why it would. You can't really do any rush shit on me. No, his Castle H-Tech is not that good, and Mangadai aren't that good either, frankly. Frankly, all things being considered, I think I have the better civilization between the two of us. I just lack the execution, that's all. Unfortunately, Blue is already up to Castle Age. What is he again? He is Turks. Okay, I need to think about that. That's a serious problem. Because he'll have Janissaries. And if you don't know what that means that my infantry strategy... Well, it doesn't quite go out of the window, but it almost does. It needs some serious modifications. I need to field a very tight army. Or I simply need to avoid confrontations with... What's his name? With Yanis. Let's have some fun with some scouts. Just get them off of gold. Yeah, oh, thank you, my friend. You're very helpful, you know that? Okay. I've had my fun. Lead him into the wolf. Lead him into the wolf. Okay. There we go. And we win. Not much. Gotta do something. But we call that's a lot of damage. Okay, actually we don't call that's a lot of damage, but that's a lot of damage. Alright. So let's go up to castle. And I've made the worst of a bad... I've made the best... I hope I've made the best of a bad situation over there. Howdy? Hey. Oh, because he's allied. I see. DVS's castle. Good, good. I'm going to be castle soon, too. Yeah. No one had better be trying any rush crap. And DVS is struggling a little. How's everyone else doing economy-wise? DVS is up. He's pulling in lots of gold. He's Japanese. What is he going to do with that? Well, he's already building. Ooh. Hello there. What's he building? He's building... Oh, he's building a town center out there. Oh, I see. Well, that's not a bad idea. I can't complain about that. Alright. Speaking of, where am I going to put a TC? I could put it up there. I think I'd better put it over here, though. Yeah. And just keep pumping those villagers out. Pump, 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 pump. Okay. Enough of that. So lots of people got a head start on me economically, so that's going to be a problem, but not insurmountable. We're not gonna let it be surmountable. We're not gonna let it be insurmountable, rather. Don't trip yourself up before you've won, man. Give yourself a fighting chance. It's not that I'm not giving myself a fighting chance, it's these three goons over here. Okay, so Jonathan Jarrus is still feudal. That should be rather... he should be concerned about that. I don't know how he means to succeed if he can't get up to the next stage. But I am going to get Elite Skirmisher. I'm also going to get Padded Archer Armor for his Manga Die. That is, I admit, no guarantor of success, but it's a step in the right direction anyway. At least that's the theory. Meanwhile, I'm going to begin mining stone so that I can get a castle, eventually. Also gonna spam Vills. And build some lovely farm side property. But the more of this that the more of these guys that I pump out, the stronger I'll get, and the more readily I'll be able to take on my enemies when the time is right. Okay. DVS, you gotta fix your ping, my friend. No one I play with is ever on my... There's obviously some kind of a conflict going on there. Oh well. So I'll just take all my lumberjacks over here and send them over there. Bring in stone, though, quickly and efficiently. Gonna get that third town center up, and then I'll be in the gold, as it were. Gonna get some of those upgrades. I don't know what they're fielding, which is also kind of the... Where's my scout? Okay. Go and see what green is up to, will you? Thank you. Okay. Let's do some more farming, too, while we're at it. Also, yeah, really should prioritize that first. Okay. Okay, we got Vills coming out. Coming out the wazoo, as it were. Food is still not the most common resource here. But at least I'm not flooded with wood. So we've made progress on that end, which is good. Okay, and he finally made castle. Huzzah for the slowest castle time in a noob game I have ever had the witness. ever had to witness. Ugh.
Ouvert.
Where is my tongue today? My heavens. Alright, well, that being said, maybe I'd better be careful with these woodcutters over here and assign them somewhere else. I'm gonna need a lot of ills. Okay, and I'm also gonna need some houses too, it looks like. Oh, that strip of wall I destroyed earlier? Yeah. We're just gonna replace it with houses. That's all you need. Right? Of course right. Of course I'm right. Alright. Well, now that our TCs are back in functioning order, because we finally have houses again. Come on. There you go. Good job. Hoodbo is in Imperial Age. He is one of ours, which is good news. Now, what team is he? He's Vikings, which means he's not going to have anything useful. Okay, okay. To be fair, he'll have some good Imperial Age stuff, but Vikings are really a water sieve above everything else. Okay. Speaking of useful stuff, might be a good idea to get a castle. I think that would be a capital idea. I have the stone for it. May as well use it. Alright. Great. Alright, so... no idle TCs. No idle TCs. Good job. Up to 70 vills. I'm not going to research crossbow, that's not going to prove useful in the long run. I don't know, my eco is not that good. Why not? Got 2 of those. Gonna build some barrackses. I'm sure y'all are like, oh, he's so cute. Watch him get completely mown down. He's always so full of hope when he begins. That's what you think, suckers. I already braced myself for the fact that I'm probably going to lose. Okay, but I've got houses in spades. I can always have more, though. There's never such a thing as enough housing. I'm being attacked by, well, shit. Now, why isn't that castle doing anything? Okay. So he's already planning barracks and... barracks and archery ranges. That's interesting. I wonder what he's thinking. Really, I can't imagine what he's planning. That's mainly because I can't imagine, but... okay, DVS is Imperial. Good, good. Gonna wait, gonna get... Town Watch. No, I'm not. I'm going to get Wheelbarrow, thank you. And we got wood out the... okay, and he died because... well, it's not because he has a castle, that's for sure. Well, it looks like he wants to do something... okay. Almost getting to my Vil cap here, which is good. Well, not Vil cap, of course, but... alrighty. Good. Eco's all upgraded, nice and strong. Gonna get Anarchy, except I need food for it. Why don't I have enough food for it? There's no reason for that to be so. Any idle vills? Yes, 2 over here. I'm gonna put another castle in here somewhere nice and secure. I think I'll secure this wooden gold with that castle placement. And there we go. Alright. Gonna get some skirmishers up here. 2 skirmishers. Yeah, no. Never mind. I take that back. Alright, and I got 4 folks over here doing nothing useful. So I'm gonna build a 4th TC. Got tons of gold that I'm not doing anything useful with. Maybe siege weapons are the way to go. After all, I certainly have the resources. Well, I had, until I spent it all on siege workshops, apparently. Anyway. Leave his wall alone. It's not doing any harm. None. And looky here. Knights and skirmishers. That's an odd combination, I must say. Not a problem. We'll deal with it. Mop-up will not be a problem. I guess he does not like my castle very much. Good, good. Fear the castle. That is a valid feeling you feel there. Feel the fear. Alright. So he's decided to go and pick off my friend instead. That's not acceptable. We gotta do something about that. Soon that stone mining will become obsolete, and I can ignore it, and I can be Miney McMinerson. Okay. I think we finished him off. Oh! Not quite! That's unfortunate. Not as fuck, but yeah, there we go. Alright. Let's do something about this, cause he irritates me with that thing. Okay, and you guys, yeah, stop that. Wood is a Freudian subject, so we are not talking about it anymore. Instead, we're gonna talk about Huskars and Slashers. I think that is the appropriate thing to think about at this time. Because slashing is obviously harmless to your health. That's weird. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Here we are. Let's do something about this, huh? Rams are not a long-term solution, but they're a way to do something with all this wood that I've got here. Although there are other things I can do, like upgrading my lumberjacks. Isn't that right? Alright, so, looks like someone's already sold the bottom out of the wood market. Good for them. Alright. How upgraded are these? They're not upgraded at all. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. An easier game there could not be. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay. John is a dead man if ever there were one. Okay. There is only one thing keeping me from world domination at this point, and that is that I don't have perfusion. Okay, and also that small housing crisis. But aside from that, world domination is only a day away. Okay. Fully upgraded. I'll send my Huskies to go deal with these siege workshops and their various units. I'm not even at pop cap at this point. I don't need to be. But these Huskies are gonna tear right through it, looks like. Looks like he has not been thinking about his unit composition very studiously. If he had been, he would not have chosen pikemen because those ain't gonna do shit. Mind you, neither are mine if I don't get everything upgraded. Got any idle vills? No. He gonna have plenty, though. Once I begin dealing with him. Okay. So let's bash his gate down, shall we? Now, why can't I... Surely I'm making enough gold. I am. I've also got shit tons of wood, too. Okay. Time to make some merchant caravans, I think. 5 ought to be a good start. Okay. Now the... Okay. Actually, the question is null and void because I'm not going to be able to make either at this point. Gonna sell off some stone here. I don't need all that. Let's get perfusion. Because my Huskarls are still a force to be reckoned with, even as they sit. And if they create even faster, they'll be even more so. I mean, look at them. They're just shredding the place. I mean, is this not glorious? Is this not a thing of beauty? This is what we've lived for. This is what we died for. This dream of the flood. Yes. And that he's not opposing this tells me that he has no answer. Or at least he can't think of one. Okay. My real estate squad. Please, more houses. Thank you. There's no such thing as enough houses. Just keep making houses. Good job. Good job. Alright. They're through! My Huskarls are impossible to ignore. Actually, no more vills. No more vills. We don't... Yeah, vills are not the answer here. Gonna sell gold here, and I'm gonna get elite. I said I'm going to get elite Huskarl. For fuck's sakes. Come on. Come on! Aw, man. Alright, there we go. His crap is under attack and is not going to live to see very long. Alright. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. This is what we live for. Okay, guys, come on. There can't be that many more of them. Oh, and he's going for barracks. How cute. You want Cav Green. Sorry for caps.
Ouvert. Ouvert. Holzer, Holzer.
Alright, and because I have this insurmountable flood here, I'm just gonna let those guys do their thing. Demo pan? I think a TC here is also fitting. Okay, they have exhausted the stone reserves here. And yes, he came out with the right thing, and they are upgraded, I must admit. So yeah, no, he made some good compo choices. Unlike yours truly. Yes, I must do something about that. Skirms, I think, are the answer here. Get a couple of those up, and we'll... Whoa! Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, I'm backed by Trebs, by my friend here. God love him. We might trade even here. Actually, we did turn out pretty well, but I think that's only because I'm outnumbering him. Ah, but now I have the cannon, and therefore, the advantage. He is not long for this world. Say your prayers to Allah, my Turkish friend, because, Salam alaikum is what you'll be saying to your maker. Oh. You know, it's the funniest thing that I should mention religion and he'd then go and use it. Yeah. Not a problem. Whoa! Are these Aztec monks? Yes, they are! Well, shit. Not a problem. My units are not worth that much. And especially not after I build this forward base here. Okay. Ah, perfect. Good way to end the night. Just please let me crush some shit. Yanis resigned, and it's only a matter of time before Yellow gets the picture. You know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna take a moment and enjoy the fact that I'm actually crushing shit. For once. I think that's what all my compatriots are doing here. I think they're just glad to be winning for once. Although he did that that light calf though. Right in the back of everything. Oh my word. Okay. Little tip for ya. If your friends resign, it's proper etiquette to do so yourself. And not carry on a hopeless game. Unless you think you can do a 3v1. I mean, part of the problem is range. My Huskarls are having to walk all that way to get over there. That's not very effective. Bombard cannon incoming. That's alright, we're not going to need a save game for this. Good game. Ah, good. Yes, that was very good. What did you use, my friend? Lots of siege, lots of cavalry. He had champions? I didn't even need those. I called the shot, though. Huskarls and skirmishers. And that, along with some capped rams, turned out to be the winning combo. Especially Huskarls. Okay, let's go see the stats. That was a fair game that I won for very, very good reasons. Alright. Yanis was the best one of his team. Unfortunately, it looks like he had to work with some noobs. Sorry about the trouble, Yanis, Yanni Yogi. Anyway. Yeah, they did very poorly militarily. Then again, I usually do, so... let's see. Strangely for a Goths player, I actually had a good KD ratio. Yanis also had a very good one. But we just stomped the enemy. Although Jaime Earp managed to get a pretty good units converted ratio. So, more power to you, Jaime, for getting 17 converts, mostly my Huskarls. Capital. Let's see my econ. My econ is about the second best. Right behind Hoodbow here, looks like. Although, I didn't get any trade profit, though that's not always a good sign. Well, looks like DVS got plenty of gold. Technologically, I did not break any records. Looks like Hoodbow was the one who was on the ball here, although DVS was right behind. Research count? Middle of the pack. Actually, closer to the... yeah, middle bottom. Yeah, my times are nothing to sneeze at. They're not impressive. Societally, okay, good. My villagers were on target, and I credit the fact that I had walls, and this was a noob game, so people were probably not really willing to attack immediately. Yanis had the villager high, so did Hoodbow. Well, actually, it was just 3 behind US, a little behind that. Jonathan actually had a good number of villagers. I guess, just poor unit choice is what I'd chalk it up to. Okay. And you see the power spike here. Begins late Castle Age, for me, and then just vroom! Yanis began to get some Janissaries, which was good, yeah. Not entirely unlike what I was doing, but it was not quite enough for him in the end. Oh well. Good game, everyone. Alright. I'm going to take a few minutes before we get back onto the game. Onto the next game. And I think that will be RollerCoaster Tycoon, just to kind of mess about, because I've kind of been on a kick on that, and I've learned a couple of things, and I'd like to try and put them to good use. At least in the editor. Alright, so, be back in 5.
this one can go ahead. And you can see a big thing with big roller coasters is just to have so many cars for just these little tiny stations like this. The nice thing is, whenever you have, say, a lot of sections, what you want to do is evenly space each section. So this is a section, this is a section, and this is a section. You're going to want to evenly space it, that way the cars don't have to wait in each section like they have to do in this one, because this is just a quick little lift hill, versus this is a whole loop around the outside, so it's going to have to wait a little while until it leaves. But that's obviously the way block sections work. You're going to have to deal with making, kind of making changes to your roller coasters to make them work like that. But overall, if you do follow these quick tips here, you can make your park not only better in terms of efficiency and getting people on and off the ride faster, but you can also have a much safer roller coaster. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. That video you might have heard earlier was just a preview of what I was on about. This evening, a video on block breaks by Fluxtrans, which, not the most amazing thing to listen about in the world, but learning what it actually does is actually kind of cool, what block breaks do. So, without too much further ado, I'd like to put what I've learned to good use, and at least try to make some interesting coasters. Not blenders that are going to turn people into fish food, but coasters that could actually be fun and maybe even useful if you play OpenRCT2. And when I say OpenRCT2, I mean OpenRCT2. For those of you who have never seen this most wonderful, wonderful game, I highly, highly recommend you check it out. I mean, well, of course you will need to get, what is it again? You'll need to get the original RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, because this does not actually have any packs yet. I mean, I actually like the way that looks. We'll keep it that way. You need to have the textures for the different ride tracks and what have you. Well, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. I wonder if you can run over people with trams like that. Okay. But enough of that, let's actually play a map, shall we? Wait, I did that? Huh, okay. So let's open up a nice basic map here. Ooh. Cool stuff. Anyway. Favorite of mine, electric fields, nice and quiet. None too presuming. Just a lovely little map. So, let's put some rides in it, just so that we can hold people's attention. And I'll make a train later, but let's see if we can make a good RollerCoaster 2. Alright. Of course we will start out with the classic merry-go-round, just to kind of add something to the park. I'm also gonna add a hey howdy card. Okay. Sweet stuff, that. Ooh. Actually, that would be a good place for galas, don't you think? Okay, enough clowning around. Let's build a good coaster, shall we? Where would be a good place to build? Might need to rotate a bit. A lot of fields over here. What about at the front of the park? Yeah, it's a little narrow. We'll start over here. We'll start building over here. Now, let's see. We'll start with the classic wooden coaster. As you can see, there's already tons of these things. These actually look rather cool, but I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm not a man who's very good at building very big coasters, but I'm gonna give this a shot anyway. And I am going to give block breaks a shot, because it looks like I can do that. Even with this wood coaster, which would be great. I don't have a tremendous amount of funds, but we're going to try to make this interesting. Actually, no. We're not going to do that, because that will require an articulate coaster. Articulated. Coasters can't be articulate. If anyone can tell that this is going to be a nightmare already, I wonder if Marcel Voss would think that this is a nightmare fuel coaster right here. Just by looking at it. That looks silly. No. I think banking and then unbanking a perfectly straight track is just a recipe for silliness. Gonna let this go through some turns here. And because I'm not taking this too terribly seriously, I will take out a loan too while I'm at it. Alright, so that section is finished, as we will show by putting on block brakes. Actually, let's let the tracks... Actually, let's 23 skidoo that, and just curve off to the side here. And then let it run straight for a bit, and then put the block brakes on, as we go for the second lift hill. Except that that's a terrible place for a lift hill. We can make it better, though, by skimping out. I hope that's not dangerous. Alright. So let's go down to Funky Town. Wait. Oh wait, no, that's right. We don't want to make it articulated. We want to make it ready for a classical wooden coaster. That's right. Does present some peculiar design difficulties if I try and do it that way. That might work, though. We will call this one Sir Twists-a-Lot. Well, someone else has a good design name. This section will be a bit shorter, of course. Wait a minute. Hold on. We can improve this. We can... Yes! Let's take her up into the atmosphere. Up where the air is clear. Let's go fly a kite. Curve around, and then down for the descent to the ground. Back up. A slight hill. Maybe I actually give it a little more air since it is going 80 feet up. That ought to do. Man, I loved this game as a kid. My parents got me it for my birthday one year, and it, I once tried to make a coaster that was basically flat and just had a little bit of tilt on it. Like, yeah, like one of these, with a bit of banking. I don't know, I was a pretty boring kid. I still am. And I didn't realize that it needed to go up a hill so that it could drop before you could really do that. I don't know. Guess it wasn't too bright either. I guess I'm still not very... Let's give that a lift. Man, I can't even see where I need to go here. Okay. Gonna keep it banking, just because. Physics. You know. Junior, what are you doing so late out at night? Physics, Ma. I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway. I'll put an on-ride photo section. Just for the hell of it. Keep it banking, and... Okay, yeah, that's not going to work. But that will. Put a brake on the end, just to keep it from being too fast coming down, and let's give it a shot. Okay. And hopefully the guests will be occupied with what they've got for the moment. Just in case they're not, I think I may build another thrill ride. I think I will, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Twisted Eggs, after the American name for it, combined with what I presume is the British name. Alright. Now, if I recall correctly, in this game... when it has block breaks on any section, it will start you in continuous circuit block sectioned mode, which does the following to the trains. You see them all started at different points of the ride. Now, let's follow train 1 and also the screen simultaneously while we see what all happens here. So the block brakes are holding everyone up. Oh, I see what's going on there. They're also blocked at the top of the lift, too. Why is that? I don't know, but hopefully that makes the ride interesting, anyway. Well, it didn't crash, so I take that as a good sign. I might want to extend that loop, though, because it could crash if I'm not careful. How many trains have I got here? I've got 4 different trains here with several cars each. Fascinating. Okay. Isn't it a beauty, though? It looks like a watermelon slice, doesn't it? Seems to me. Okay, it's stopped on the block brakes. Why are we stopped on the block brakes? Did we clear all of our stations? Oh, I see. It has to pass entirely through the station in order to do it, so, okay. So this section is obviously not long enough, because we're having to wait all this time. Man, that's boring. And what's worse, yeah, no, we've got to extend this some, so... I gotta think about this a bit. Okay, so it goes to the water, that's good. Shoots up the hill. Whee! Round the corner here. And it shoots through here and ends up back at the station. Okay. I foresee one problem here. The block brakes bump the car up here. Now, if that gets fully loaded, I can't help but feel that that's probably not going to be safe. But we haven't even determined the G's of this. Ooh, wow. Wow, okay. Where'd we go wrong? Let's follow the charts, shall we? Lateral G's. Okay, so... looks like we really... looks like things get really cockeyed. Where? I'm not sure. Which train am I following? Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Looks like, maybe that hill is not the one. Yeah, I've got to rethink this. Something ain't working right here. But you see how block brakes work, though. I mean, they don't work great here because this lift hill is rather awkward, but I mean, otherwise, well, if that's the case... Actually, if it's the case that that lift hill is kind of awkward anyway... I mean, I'll take that idea that I had before to extend this, and I'll whip it out, and not that way. Yeah, just extend the loop a bit, and let it collapse down, and go straight a bit, just to burn off some of those vertical G's, hopefully. Let it go a bit straight here. And whip around again. Before ending in a block break section here. And going up a lift hill. Yep, okay. Not 90 feet though. Just because we're compensating by removing a block stand does not mean that, yeah. Maybe putting a brake in the middle is also not a terrible idea either. Brakes. 27 miles per hour. Yeah, I think that ought to do. 22. Just to be that much safer. Okay. So from there, we will decline just a little. And then... go around, make a big drop. Actually, no. Actually, make a steep drop. Catch a little air. No. I think I will keep the steep drop, but... yeah, go straight for a bit, curve round. I'm not used to making this sort of a coaster, to be honest. I don't mean a wooden coaster, I mean a coaster with a lot of intense drops. It shows, doesn't it? So where are we now? Yeah, I've cross-threaded this thing a bit. What if I try from the other end? Okay. Runs right into it. Okay. That's alright. We can make this work. We don't have to break up just because we're having a few difficulties. That's what marriage to the roller coaster is all about. Life is a roller coaster. So it's only natural that we're gonna have some struggles. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway. But that is, of course, the point. Of course I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, there we go, and I think that, and then... that's 25 feet, so this, and then this, and then this. Okay. Let's... what do you mean it's not a... oh, right. Did I not put brakes there? I thought I did. There we go. Let's try that. 3 trains. Okay, so it's not quite the experience I was hoping it would be, but... alright. Let's follow train 3 here, because it's taking the brunt of the hills and all that. Oh wait, no, not train 2. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's... Whoa. Okay, that's a little fast to be coming into the station. But then again, that's what block brakes are for, right? So how's it going so far? It's going, Ooh, that might still be a bit harsh. Well, let's keep following it and see if the G's are still a bit off. It's at the top of the hill, waiting for that one to finish up. I guess the real secret to making a coaster with block brakes is knowing how long it's going to take for everyone to get to where they're trying to go. I mean, the real thing, I want to see what this thing is. What the hell is that? Test results are in. Nearly 3 Gs, so that's maybe not the best sign. Let's follow the coaster and see if we can find where that place is and maybe soften some curves if we need to. Yeah, you didn't think you were going to be able to learn how to read the charts in this game, now did you? That's what I'm here for, to teach things. To very boringly teach things. Okay. Okay, so the G's come in about... ooh, here. Here? What's wrong with here? Look at this. Let's fix that. I don't know how I'm going to fix that, but let's try to fix that somehow. Alright. Alright. So if this is becoming a problem because... maybe that will fix it? Let's give that a shot. Gonna need an S-bend here, S-bend left. Thank you. I think I know what I'm going to call this when I'm done with it, because I am going to finish it. We're gonna call it the Watermelon Slice. Or maybe even just the Melon Slice, on account of this track. On account of what it's been picked out in. Alright. So we're gonna let that run, and we're gonna assume it's gonna run fine. And maybe a little better than as it started. I'm gonna throw down another ship here. Just at a random spot. Yeah, why not? But the ship isn't Nectarine. It's a reference. Fruit morality. Look it up. It's actually not that interesting, but maybe if I convince you that it sounds interesting. Okay, now did we have G's spike through again? Nope, looks like we fixed that up. Good, good, good. I hope that's acceptable. I hope those G's are acceptable then, because, yep, I did a lot to try and make that not so painful. Okay, so it's twisting through. Good, and we'll be able to go soon. Train number 3 clears the station, and we go again. Good, good. around the curve here, around this relatively hairpin curve, around this curve, through the brakes, and boom. Let's see how it turned out. Okay, the G's are good, and that's actually a really, really good rating. I'm surprised. I've never done that before. I've never had a coaster with really high excitement and intensity. I'm proud of myself. And it's a block brake coaster too, which is also a first for me. I am very proud of myself. I did very well here. I did not expect to do that well. Alright. And we're gonna call it Watermelon Slices. Wonderful. Oh yeah. Oh, I am so proud of this. I should not have done as well as I did, but I have done well. Okay. And from what I understand, I can actually boost the prices for the coasters here pretty freaking high. Let's try $9. I believe that's a fairly conservative estimate. Now, I'm probably not going to get a lot of people trying to come through here because, I mean, I think Electric Fields is pretty tame, but intensity less than 8. There's a chance I could bring people into interest in this ride. It is just under 8. Mind you, I've nearly bankrupted myself doing this, but hell, it was fun doing so. Alright, so while we're waiting for some peeps to queue up there, no sense not building some more rides, just to bring in some trickles of cash. Alright. We'll do unlimited rides, keep it at 150. Call it something nifty like the grain silo. And we are actually getting people queuing for it. At $9, no less. Well, how long is it? It's... how many? It's 2 minutes 15 seconds, so it's actually pretty long for such a coaster. We're gonna want one of these, I think. People probably are also going to want food at this point as well, which is also kind of a fun point of this game, I think. So let's provide them some food and some drinks. Soda and hot dogs. Yeah, you know, hot dogs are such a cheap, crappy meal. I think it's only right we only charge that much. No. Not over the path. There. Good job. No, condition should be higher on umbrellas. There you go. And umbrellas should be green. It's not easy being green. And, of course, a nice toilet. There we go. Gonna look through the scenery here, just so I know I'm placing my paths. And we'll finish that off by just plopping down some much-needed benches. So that people can sit and eat. And stay out of the way of each other. Not underground view, thank you. See-through ceiling, thank you. Right. This... I'll put some light back here too, because I somehow suspect it will get a little dark. Speaking of things I can get... TV cues, just to see how people are doing. I mean, while riding this obviously beautiful ride. Good, good, they're loving it, they're loving it. Toilets aren't going to do much good unless they're open. Not going to sell shirts a bit yet. I feel that would be a little pretentious. From what I gather, you're also going to want people to get going in a fair click as well. So I'm going to put the maximum wait time down to 30 seconds as well, just to keep the people moving. Looks like excitement and intensity are both very, very good. I think this is going to turn out to be great. You know what? And I think because this is kind of a nicer coaster. It's a nice little coaster. I'm gonna add some Wonderland theming. Too bad there's not a clear scenery, but wait, yes there is. Good. Alright. So it does not like me clearing out the bulrushes, unfortunately, but tough noogies. Gonna place some of this assorted candy just to kind of brighten things up a bit. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Don't forget to use lots of varieties, just so as to mix things up a bit. What sort of candy is that, anyway, I wonder? Anyway, some playing card rolls, just to add some accents here and there and yonder. Ooh, that looks kind of fun, actually. Very nice. Very nice. And finally, a bit of a roof over it. What kind of a roof? No entrance? Nah, none. Canvas. Yes. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Black? No. Leave it as white. For the white seats. Yeah, that should be fine. Great. Alright, I'm very pleased with how this turned out. A good park is not made by one ride, but, hey, it's a start. Maybe I'll continue this, maybe I won't. But I enjoyed making that coaster and putting that new knowledge that I got to good use. Something that I am going to do, though, however, is try and get an old classic back in here. For those of you who never played the original RollerCoaster Tycoon 2, this one will seem slightly passé to you, but I assure you it is not. Okay. That's the design. Alright. Let's get the colors here. Can I get the old colors? That'll have to do, I guess. Not continuous circuit. Powered launch without passing station. Set it to 40. And yes. There we go. Excuse me. In the old RCT2, you couldn't really do that properly. You had to put something on at the end. I'm glad I didn't have to do that there. But this is, of course, the famous shuttle. Actually, to really put the point forward, it came in this color with brown supports and had this color of car, at least if I can get it to do what I want it to, with the Bordeaux red. Yes, like that, yeah. It was a lovely, lovely coaster. Oh wait, or was it the other way around? I think it was the other way around. Well, whichever way. I don't recall. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful coaster, and one of the staples of anyone who cannot build coasters efficiently, as I am often wont to. So I'll put that in for good measure. Really, that's not my specialty. My specialty is much worse coasters. Not worse, but, gentler coasters. Alright. We got a little more time here. Let's go for one more coaster. Except we don't really have the money now, do we? Well, not a problem. Okay, first, let's save our coasters. What's this? Use the dialogue window. Okay. Thank you. I'm not really sure if there is any way to go about that. Actually, is that Bordeaux red? Do saturated red? No. Salmon pink? Definitely not. Bright pink, yes. I think bright pink is the one we want here. OpenRCT2 is a fantastic game. I definitely recommend, if you have the original RollerCoaster Tycoon 1 or 2, I definitely recommend getting OpenRCT2 so that you can improve your gameplay. Because it improves things massively. And I am going to save watermelon slices here because I am really proud of that. I have never made a coaster like this before in my life. It is very expensive, obviously, and takes up a hell of a lot of room, but... Okay, so I do want to make one more coaster, but the problem is I have no money! What am I gonna do? Well, first of all, I'm going to set these rides down a bit, because they're not going to make money otherwise. And then, I'm going to show one of the great time-saving things that OpenRCT2 provides, after I build a candy floor stone. Cotton candy to us Americans. Alright. So I want money for another coaster, but no money's forthcoming, and I don't want to give up this map just because I don't have money. What is a void to do? You well, this coaster's making 16K, eventually, it's going to take a while to do that, so until I do that, I'm going to want to boost the speed up a bit. Like so. That means time's going to pass by very quickly. People will come in. And I'll get plenty of moolah while I wait. What's the goal of this park, by the way? 700 guests by year 2, so... I'm definitely well on my way to that, so I'll just play on turbo for a bit, and then maybe grab a couple of other rides too while I'm at it. We will call these the Citrus City Dodgems. Good job. I do not know what a Dodgem is. Classical room? Sure, why not? Boost it up to 2 and let them go for 3 minutes. Best 3 minutes of their lives, I'm sure. Whoa! How fast was that going? Actually, let's follow this again, because I really want to see it in action, because it looked like it was going way faster. Even though I have absolutely no reason to believe that. Okay. So I'll just keep it quiet there while people queue up for the Citrus City Dodgems over there. Oh, of course it's going faster, because it's... But, okay. Shows just how out of touch your host is with reality. Okay. Well, we've got some money in the bag. Not enough to make a proper coaster, but... still, let's watch this in turbo speed, because that ought to be fascinating. Whee! Ew. Actually, that went by so fast, no one saw anything happen. Let's try it twice time speed instead. Alright. Just flying along. Beautiful. We'll just pretend. And then, yep, over, through the water, over another big-ass hill. Oh dear, I miffed up that name. Syrtis City. Because whatever a Syrtis is. No one cares, man. No one cares. Except me. Alright, but I've got some money forward. I'm not going to build anything nearly as impressive as what I just did. I'm not even going to try, but I'm also not going to build something as pathetic as this shuttle loop here, which, nice though it is, also still really kind of boring. It's a milquetoast. So let's get 6 thou forward, and let's build something else. Something nice and cheap, I think. Let's see how much fun we can have with a junior coaster. You might not think these are fun. They're obviously for babies, at least that's what the name would seem to imply. But it does not have to be so. We're gonna call this one the Twizzler, I think, on account of the color and where this one seems to be going. True, there are no steep slopes on this one, but there's still much to do and see. Gonna put a lift here. And down the other side again. Weaving right next to the watermelon. I realize, of course, that this kind of defeats the entire point of a junior coaster to make it fast and intense, but you're talking to the wrong guy if you think I care. Actually, we'll make it lift here. Twist around over here. Actually, that's not going to work. Well, if there's anything I learned from that from the last good coaster I did here, is that I do want hills, but I don't want trains to go up curves, unbanked curves very quickly, because that produces a lot of G-forces that throw my passengers around, which they don't like. Then again, that might work out well. We'll just have to see, I guess. Still in the way? Okay. I keep tripping over myself here. This is getting rather annoying. Alright, I think that's the solution I'm looking for here. There we go. Gonna curve over this way. Junior won't know what happened to him. Maybe. Is the tagline for it. Yeah. The most intense junior coaster this side of the river. Which is good news, as this is only a crick. A crick in time. By Madeline L'Engle. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get away with that. I somehow suspect I'm not going to be able to get away with that, but let's give it a shot anyway. Swinging inverter ship, I'll add that on once I get this finished up. Gonna do that. Gonna put a brake here. Because I'm not going to need to go much faster. This is mainly for the sake of getting me down to ground level. Okay, shoot, it doesn't want to do that. That's alright, we're almost done here. Just gotta go here, and then, yep, oh. Except for one thing. It's like a puzzle, really. Kinda. After a fashion. Well, it wouldn't be the first time I failed to figure out how to solve something inside of a game. Left bend? No. Right bend? The real question is, can I purchase any land? And the answer to that is, no. There's a solution, and now it's staring me right in the face. Okay, first, brakes. 9 miles. Yeah, let's work this problem from the back, backwards. Let's work backwards to find a solution to our problem. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, good. Almost there. I can feel it clicking into place. Okay, good. Is that over the path? I think it is, yes. Let's see if that lines up. Hopefully that will line up. Okay. And just head down. Okay, I can't head down. Figure it out. Helix down small is not the solution here. There we go. But I think that is. And there we go. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Build the entrance and the exit, and let's give this the good old college try, shall we? Yep, it is in block mode, so let us do it. Alright. First one's going up the hill. And if this is a success, I'm going to call it a night after this, because we're approaching an hour. 40-something miles an hour, alright, and it goes over these hills and these curves. Well, let's hold that chart, by the way. Any lateral Gs? Nothing significant so far, which is good, which is very good. Alright, it goes up the lift hill. It is a complete circuit, so yeah, shouldn't have any problems getting back. Again, we're looking at train 1 here. Let's see, good. Okay, wait. Some lateral Gs. Nothing to be too worried about, though. Nothing greater than 2, which is very, very good. Alright. So what are our test results looking like? Nearly 2 minutes. A max speed of 42, average speed of 15. No positive or vertical or lateral Gs to worry about, and 1.86 of airtime. Alright. This is something more like a coaster I'm used to making. High, medium. That's more like it. Alright. Let's assign a nice, healthy value to the ticket for it. Build a queue so that people can actually get in and see this monstrous wonder of the world. And whet their appetite for excitement on it. Yes! We will call it the Fruity Twizzler. Evoking, at least my intention is, not classical Roman theming, but the sense that this is such an intense ride. It is the most intense junior coaster in the world. So, yeah, okay. So I want to give off the sense that it is like a very intense Twizzler. But, yeah, okay, no one's biting because it's raining. Oh well, that is to be expected. Alright. Well, that being the case then, we have nearly met our goal. We will do so this year. So let's save this file. That other one, Rusty Hills, is something I made up, but right. So before I close this video out for the night, and thank you very much for joining me, I do appreciate it, let's just have a look at how people react now that the rain has stopped. Okay, we've got one customer who's interested in it. Okay, we are forming a queue. And Excellent. Good. Nice to see that this captures people's imaginations. I am pleased by this. Alright. Good. And I'm sure that should be great fun for them over there. Are people still queuing for the watermelon slice? They are, but there are some people who can't afford it. Oh, what a shame. How sad. Guess I'll focus on getting a cash machine so that they can get more cash. So that they can give it to me, so that I can do things with cash, I guess. I'll boost this up to 3, by the way, because I used to give these really, really cheap prices because I thought these things are very cheap too, and you don't pay very much for them. Why would they want to pay for these? So we have the Fruity Twizzler, the Old Shuttle Loop, and watermelon slices. And I think it's only fitting to celebrate the gaiety with which we can approach today by building a circus. With a canvas entrance. You know, I kind of wish they would have the canvas entrances coordinate with the colors of your ride, but, well. Anyway, I think that about closes it up for the day. Thank you very much for joining me. Badger Lord Patrick here. I greatly appreciate your coming by to see my channel. If you want to see more of this, please feel free to subscribe. And it can never hurt to pass a shilling or two to me through my Patreon. And if you want to know when I'm going to stream next, well, I do so Monday through Friday, thereabouts, from about 9 to 11 p.m., except Wednesdays when I begin at 10. You can count on that pretty regularly. If you want to know when I'm going to live, if you want a notification through Twitter, you can also follow my Twitter at BadgerLordPatrick. So thank you very much for joining me. If you want to see more great quality content such as this, if this is at all pleasing to you because you like watching a guy silently work on the best way to not build a roller coaster, please feel free to subscribe. And I'm going to wish you a good night. God love you, peace to you, and a goodbye from Electric Fields.